What is going on, guys? We are over on World Flipper to take a look at Karyl. Karyl was one of the new units that dropped in with the Princess Connect banner. I was able to pull her, and I wanted to do a little quick video on her and the team that I'm currently using with her. So smack the sub button if you're new. Welcome to the channel. World Flipper content to come. We're going to hop in, take a look at this team. I chose to go with a skill damage based team. Obviously she is a skill damage leader. If we take a look at Karyl, what she is doing, she's going to be giving the team 70% to dark skill damage, and every 2 times the unit destroys a foe, you're going to get 8% to skill damage to a maximum of 120%. This effect is key in the terms of if you are using this against a boss that is just one enemy and you don't fight a lot of things, you're not fighting a boss that spawns stuff, this effect isn't going to be as strong as it would be against a boss that spawns multiple things for you to kill. Because when we look at this unit, for when the battle starts for 60 seconds, you're going to get an extra 60% to skill damage for this unit, and then you're just going to get plus 60% to skill damage, and every 2 times the unit destroys a foe, you can stack your skill damage up to 140%. So if you are in a dungeon, if you are in a run where Karyl can't even apply this effect, you're not killing multiple things, when she is in that main slot, while skill damage is boosted at least 500%, you're going to get plus 200% to skill damage for this unit. That's a lot. It's a big modifier there. And then we have things on the team to obviously buff up the skill damage and get that modifier up high. So just looking at this team, what we have here, if we take a look at Karyl, when this is just counting the values that you can just see right away, you have the ability of 70% to skill damage for dark units. You have the 60% to skill damage for this unit for 60 seconds and plus 60% to skill damage in general. It's just her leader ability, and then we have her ability 1. That's all I'm looking at here. I'm not looking at her ability 2, her ability 3. We're going to hop on over to Rebecca, take a look at Rebecca in the back row. Rebecca is going to be giving 20% to skill damage for dark units. You take a look at Marianne. Marianne, you go down to Marianne's abilities. You are going to be getting, when a skill is activated by this unit, 20% to skill damage for dark units, so 3 times her skill, 60% to skill damage. And then we take a look at the 24/7. The 24/7 is a key piece to making Karyl shine. As of from what I can see, it's pretty dang good because you have 80% of skill damage here. You have the 40% coming from the souls of the 24/7. They are going to be giving you 40% to skill damage for dark units each. And what's so just insane about this, if you're just looking at those values, just the Karyl leader skill, the ability 1, looking at Rebecca, Marianne, and just the 24/7s, it's 470% skill damage within, you know, there's some conditions there. It's 470%. And then you have Shasuzu, who is buffing skill damage with her skill, and then you have the Love, who is buffing dark skill damage. So that's going to push you over that 500% caps, and then you have the abilities trigger like you're seeing here. You get that quick little burst in damage, and you can really hit hard. So the Love and the 24/7 for this Karyl team, I do think are a very integral piece because you need that just huge modifier for skill damage, and it does come from the 24/7. You can use the Chaos Grimoire, but as with Karyl's ability too, you need to start killing things. So if you're trying to get these crazy skill damage modifiers against a boss that is not going to push you past that 500%, it is not going to be worth it, in my opinion. You're just not going to be able to do these big burst shots that you can do easily with the 24/7. You're pushing yourself under those HP thresholds. You are activating the skill. You have Marianne and Shasuzu, who will trigger twice. So if you saw in the replay, they trigger twice because the skill gauge does refill. That first time, you can stack up her skill damage modifier there. It just all flows together very nicely with the 24/7. I don't like suggesting and making teams that use weapons and characters from events. Say they pulled Karyl and they want to make the team, but they didn't play during the Skyline event. They will not be able to make the team in the way that I have it here. I just wanted to point out how easy it is to reach those modifier numbers with the event weapon, though, with that Karyl ability 3, when she needs at least that 500% skill damage. That will give her the 200% to herself in extra skill damage, and that's such a huge number. So it really is something I would wait to build till the Skyline event comes back. It does come back, well, it did come back for Japan around the 1-year anniversary. The Skyline event does return with Love in the 24/7, so if you missed out on the first time, you are going to be able to pick these things up again. But I am going to take a look at Karyl teams that don't involve the event pieces. I want to do a suggestion even without them. I still want to make a team that can do some work without them. It will involve the Chaos Grimoire, and it will be probably suggested to go against teams that are going to spawn multiple enemies, bosses that spawn little ads that you can kill, stack up the ability. So it's going to be a little different. I want to do a separate video on that because this is so just event character specific, and the next one is going to be so far from that, and I didn't want to get the ideas convoluted in the video. If you guys have pulled Karyl, I recommend trying the team. It's been averaging about, you know, between 45 seconds to a minute co-op runs in this Absurian Adventure or boss battle, so it's been a nice quick way to clear that. The Maltet and the Viren, they do provide that big attack buff. That's why the Viren just literally, he's on my reroll tier list, and here he is again. He's in the back row. He's spiking damage, giving Pierce, triggering the Maltet, giving 280% attack to the Karyl, getting those huge skill damage modifiers, just multiplying into the attack, and it's just big damage. It's pretty fun. She is a very interesting unit, and I recommend you guys trying it if you can. Just give the team a shot. Let me know your thoughts down below if you've tried out Karyl, any of the Princess Connect units. I did not pull Kokoro or Pecorine. I've been doing my daily pull trying to get them. So I'll have a non-event Karyl team up soon. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Smack the thumbs up, smack the sub button. Appreciate you being here. See you guys in the next video. Peace.